Hi, and welcome to In Brandon. I'm Dave Stanchel, and with me today I have Gail Campbell from the Manitoba Lung Association. Welcome, Gail.
Hello, how are you?
I'm fine. So, today we're going to talk about Tulip Days. Tell us a little bit about Tulip Days.
Yes, Tulip Days is a fundraiser for the Manitoba Lung Association. This is our 18th annual, and the fundraiser involves selling fresh-cut tulips to raise money for lung health in Manitoba.
And how much money is raised for the Lung Association with Tulip Days?
Over the last 18 years, we have raised over 1.3 million.
Right. And where does all that money go?
Well, the funds are used for Manitoba programs, education, and lung research. Tobacco remains the leading cause of lung cancer, and it's a contributing factor to the rising incidence of COPD that we're now seeing. One of the programs funded is our Not on Tobacco program, which targets teenagers. Manitoba has the highest incidence of smoking among high school students at about 20%, and we'd like to intervene before that becomes a lifelong habit and affects them with their long-term health. We also provide ongoing education for health professionals because we want to make sure that Manitobans are getting the very best care possible and that they are receiving the most current information available about their lung disease and care of it, strategies, that kind of thing. The campaign also funds our support groups. We have a support group here in Manitoba, or in Brandon, called Best Breathers, and they meet every month at the Brandon Hospital. In Winnipeg, we have a group that is for people who are on the lung transplant waiting list, and also those that have had a lung transplant. And I'd like to also mention we also fund a on-air support group where now, no matter where a person lives in Manitoba, they can access a lung support group, and it's as close as their phone. And I don't have the number with me today, but if they want to go to our website at mb.lung.ca, you'll be able to get that information there. And then, of course, research is the key. It's the big one. It is where we'll find new treatments, new medications, and ultimately a cure for some of these lung diseases.
Right. So, why tulips?
Well, tulips are a really good choice for us. Tulips have very little scent, and that makes them safe for even people who generally have sensitivities to flowers. They're a beautiful flower, and in this part of the world, they're often considered one of the first signs of spring. I'm sure you've seen tulips in bloom in snowbanks. Up until this year, actually, the campaign used to be called Breath of Spring Tulip Campaign, but we've shortened it now, and it's now we're just calling it Tulip Days. Tulips are a very hardy flower, and that's really important when you're transporting fresh cut flowers around at the end of February and early March, right? They survive the trip, and they're also very long lasting once you have them in your home, and they provide a good value to the buyer. And you know what, just for the tulips are a wonderful thing just because flowers make people happy generally. And at the end of another long, cold winter, what could be better, right? Bright, beautiful blooms to make you cheer up your day, right?
Yeah, for sure. It's always nice having the color of flowers around in a room.
Absolutely.
Even as a guy, I notice that.
That's good.
So Tulip Days is already underway.
Yes, the first part of the campaign is our corporate tulip sales. And actually, I would like to invite the viewers to think about taking part in their workplace.
And how does that work?
That's really easy to do. An employee takes the lead at their workplace and shares information with coworkers about the campaign and takes tulip orders. We call them our workplace champions, and they collect the tulip orders and they submit them along with the payment. The deadline is February 2nd for Brandon orders, and then the tulips are delivered by our volunteers free of charge to the workplace, and that happens on February 22nd.
Right, right. So there's something in it for all the work that the champions are doing too.
Absolutely. All the workplace champions are entered for a chance to win several prizes. The grand prize is donated by Via Rail, and it's a $500 gift certificate for anywhere they travel in Canada. So that's a really nice thing to win.
So if somebody's considering becoming a workplace champion, what should they do?
They should give me a call at the Lung Association, and my number is 725-4230, or they can email me, and I believe my contact information will be up on screen during the program. Another place you can find me is on eBrandon under volunteer opportunities. My contact information is also there.
Right. So is it just Brandon that you're selling the tulips in?
We also partner with rural credit unions throughout Westman. They take tulip orders from their staff and also credit union members. Sunrise, Westoba, Vanguard, and Minnedosa credit unions. They've been valuable supporters of the Lung Association and our Tulip Days for several years. They take orders from February until February 9th, and then their tulips are delivered by volunteers on March 2nd.
Right. So it obviously goes past the date for the workplace deliveries of the 22nd of February.
Yes, they do. Yeah.
Right. So are you still in need of volunteers?
Yes, we sure are. We're going to, once we're done our corporate displays, our corporate orders, we move on to our tulip displays. And they are, this is where we sell tulips to the general public. And we'll set up displays throughout different locations in Brandon. We do displays at the Brandon Shoppers Mall, the hospital, Brandon Clinic, retirement complexes, ACC, BU, we're all over the place. If someone is interested or wants to find a location to buy tulips, they can go to our website, and there's a list given of locations, dates, and times. Though this happens, our displays happen from February 22nd until March 5th.
Right, so if somebody wants to volunteer at your tulip displays, what is it that they're going to do?
And that's a really fun job as well. The volunteers generally work in pairs. One will take care of the cash, and the other one will do the actual wrapping of the tulips. My volunteers tell me that it's a really fun day. It's a day they really enjoy. The flowers are so bright and cheerful. You know, they just put a smile on everybody's face, and it's a really great way to spend a few hours. So if someone is interested in volunteering, they can give me a call, and we'd be happy to set them up.
Right. So let's just give the information again on for them to get a hold of you to volunteer.
You bet. My phone number is 725-4230, or you can reach me by email at gail.campbell@mb.lung.ca, and you can find my contact information at the Lung Association website, which is mb.lung.ca.
Nice. So what's the message you would like to get out about Tulip Days?
That no matter how you take part, if you are a workplace champion, if you are an employee or a credit union member placing a tulip order, if you're a volunteer or a member of the general public, when you buy tulips, you are making it easier for someone to take an easier breath, and that's a really special gift.
All right, well, thank you for coming in and sharing the information about Tulip Days with us. And hopefully you'll get a big response for the workplace champions and for selling the tulips.
I'm sure we've got a lot of great people in Brandon, and we appreciate all the support we get. Thank you.
Thanks.